Hello YouTube, it's Silver Age Dave. It is Wednesday afternoon. I'm in the comic room just briefly. I did an unboxing yesterday, had a lot of people watch and comment, and really appreciate that. It was nice making a video again after a bit of a hiatus. Today I have another unboxing. I could probably do 3 or 4 weeks of unboxings. And not that I've been that busy, but I've got a lot of cool stuff to talk about and to go over. But for today, this item came from far away. Let me get an address off this. This came from the UK, Ossett, I think. If someone knows where Ossett is, maybe Daz or somebody out there knows where that is. But that's where this came from. And so I'm going to discard the outer packaging, and we're going to get to the unboxing. This is an item that I've been hunting down for a long time. I consider it a personal grail. It's a book I've wanted. I haven't wanted to pay for it, what the value of it is. And so I'm just really pleased with the situation it developed. I'd been tracking this exact book for probably more than a year. In time flies, so it could have been a couple years that I had my eye on this book. I'd made offers numerous times, and for whatever reason, the seller decided this time to work with me, which I find that to be wonderful, and I'm very much appreciative of that. This particular item, they had graded at a 3.0. I think they said good to very good. But it is in dire need of a pressing, and that is exciting to Silver Age Dave. So let me show you what I got. This from all the way over across the pond. This has come my way. Very pleased and happy to have it again in the collection. I don't know if I had it before. I thought I did. The cover is so familiar, but you know, there's none in here now, till now. So what we have here, some of you may know the history of this book, some of you may not know. This is Challengers of the Unknown. It's a DC book, and it's a 10-center. I'm going to pull this out of here, and we will take a peek at it. But it's a very special book, and this is August, September. Boy, my eyesight's going, guys. Let me, I got to magnify this. Hold on. 1958, August, September 1958. And a really cool piece of trivia is that at this particular time in history, a little-known artist, joke, a little-name artist named Jack Kirby worked for DC Comics. And there's 2 stories in this book. The first story is kind of cool. Challengers of the Unknown. It's a group of 4 guys. Okay, and they go out and they, you know, look for danger, and they protect the earth. So they have a kind of a sorcerer and a mirror, and they have to go track down these things that can give you special powers, and they end up thwarting the bad guy in there, some Mycroft character. And so that's story number 1. That one's okay. Story number 2, however, this character right here on the front cover, his name is Rocky. And at the time, they are, a group is doing science experiments, and this monkey gets loose, and he mixes together all these chemicals, and all of a sudden the lab starts on fire, but the monkey's unharmed. So they decide, ooh, we got to run tests, we got to figure stuff out, and they build a rocket ship. And they're worried about if a human can come back to Earth because of heat friction. So they end up drawing straws for who will take this chemical, who will ingest it. And Rocky gets the short matchstick. That's what they draw. And they all want to take the thing, but Rocky gets it. So he's the beneficial. He takes this substance, and they shoot him up into space, and he parachutes back down, and he comes back down with, here's the cool key, many of the powers of the Fantastic Four. And so he comes down, and he doesn't really have memory, so he's running a little bit rogue. He can go invisible. He's got this power. He's got a freezing power. And he's got a kind of like Mr. Fantastic would have. He has a power to expand, and he ends up like hitting an airplane out of the sky. So many of the Fantastic Four powers. Well, shortly after this, Jack Kirby ends up going back to Marvel, and very shortly after that, we have Fantastic Four #1, Jack and Stan. So this is, to me, a very, very cool Grail comic, and I might have shared this not too long ago. Silver Age Dave has invested in a press, a very, very high-quality commercial press, and so my plan for this book, the reason that I bought this particular book, is it has a tremendous spine roll, as you can see there. And so I've been talking to some pressing experts in the community, and I'm not going to experiment on this book, but in a reasonable amount of time, I'm going to take this book and I'm going to put it under the press, and we're going to see if we can't get these staples, which are here and here, to the side of the book. So we'll flatten that out, make it look beautiful. It'll probably still be a low-grade book when I'm done with it, but it'll potentially be clean and flat and beautiful. So thank you to my UK friends who decided to work with me on this one. I'm so pleased and so happy to have it in the collection. I have many of the issues around this, but I didn't have this. So here it is, the Invincible Challenger. It's story #2 in this book, Challengers of the Unknown #3. Now, yesterday, when I did my unboxing, I mentioned that I haven't been to an LCS in a long, long, long time. And lo and behold, I had to drive to Fremont, Ohio, and it's the home of one of the greatest comic book stores probably in the country. I am going to, at some point, do a big video highlighting that store. But Chris Rupp, R-U-P-P, Rupp's Comics, he happened to be there yesterday. We talked for a long time. He's just an absolute genius businessman and comic book man. And I did end up buying some comic books from him. And as luck would have it, there were some back issue things I was looking for. And Chris had a lot of those and cut me a deal that was too good to be true. So I did spend some money at an LCS yesterday. I was just so overjoyed to be in an LCS. That will be a conversation for another day. Maybe there'll be another video tomorrow. I hope there is. I'm going to try. I did get a lot of comments on yesterday's video. I'm going to try to respond to those. Mrs. Silver Age Dave is going to be going out of town with my oldest daughter, Gwen. And that's going to give me a long weekend with a little more time to maybe respond to messages. So I read them all. I saw them all. And I love them all. Thank you so much for all the support and friendship and kindness. I appreciate that. I am thinking of you. After this video, I am probably going to go for a run. It's going to be in the upper 90s today. I'm going to go do maybe 20-mile run, smile a lot, enjoy it, and take it all in. I'm wishing you the best. Go outside, do something, but don't get overheated, okay? Take care of yourselves. Be awesome. Silver Age Dave is out.